Seems like every time I hang out with Christian, we're screwing around with a van.
I like vans.
This is his new Dodge that he bought, and he drove it from San Diego.
Shiny, eh?
Oh, hell yeah, man, it's cool. Yeah.
We're riding style.
And the air conditioning works.
Everything works. Depending on the swell.
Christian said we're going to get cheeseburgers, and then he takes me to this fishing village. It smells like fish. There's no women here, except for Faye. And it's just full of these portly gentlemen that are very good at fishing and eating fish, I think. This is me being funny, I'm kidding. No, this place is beautiful. What town is this we're in, Christian?
Pueblo Mexico. Pueblo Mágico.
Pueblo Mágico.
Sayulita.
Sayulita. Okay.
Magic village.
They should call it Tope Village.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna find a parking spot. That's what be the shape. I think I can park in front of that beetle.
Probably. Why not? Watch out for the bicycle guy. Run over the Canadians, they're slow. Alright. So this never stops, it just keeps going. Kind of a typical beach town, man. People out there surfing. So, yeah, this is kind of a trip. It's busy. Haven't been doing anything like this in a while. It's kind of like San Diego, but crowded. I gave Christian the camera so I can figure out what the heck I'm doing here with my little pea brain and hungover mind.
Yeah, I think you should wear a bikini.
Oh, God. I should, right? You put tape on my nipples.
It almost counts.
So this is my new linear autopilot that Christian brought down. Oh, that's sweet looking, man. And we're just going to kind of do a mock-up on it and see what we can do and make it work. See if it'll fit okay. And that is, that's a lot of money right there. It's not even, I don't even want to think about it. But why worry about money, right? I'm not doing this so I can worry about money.
It's not money, it's just currency, brother.
And pretty soon it probably won't even be that. All right, we'll give it a shot. We take the wheel off because if you have a Hunter Cherubini 37, you have to have a 40-inch wheel just so you can, hit your shins and everything like that. All right. Come on, monkey. There we go. I've been on so many boats. I've been on so many boats that the wheels don't even come off of them.
We never take the wheel off of our boat.
Yeah, everybody's stuff's always stuck.
But ours has a little bit more room up here.
Just a little?
Just a little.
Yeah. How many feet is your boat, Christian?
A little bigger than yours.
Isn't it like 80 something or 70,000 feet?
250.
250 foot. Christian bought a destroyer from the Filipino Navy.
Actually, it adds up at the moment the amount of boats we have,
Yeah.
including the dinghies and everything.
Yeah.
Little zero, big zero. We go 130 feet or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Christian is going to be busy for the rest of his life, but he will be putting out some more videos when he gets things up and rolling on the boat.
Yeah, in a few decades.
Making things interesting. You don't want to just sit around watching me eat tacos like me. That's what I do for you. That's my videos.
Everybody has his own niche, right?
That's right. Alright, so.
Oh, you gotta clean all that.
Oh, it's just a propane tank and a hose, and you know, it's not bad. He's anxious to get out of here. Okay, let's see. This is actually very clean. Set that there so I can get my foot on it later. So I'm thinking right here is where the autopilot's going to go. The linear drive is what they call it. There we go. Get a shot of that, man. Okay. Give you an idea.
It's pretty dark in there.
It's scary, huh? Let me go get the drive.
Get some light on.
So this is the 12-inch because you can make this fit. So somehow, so this here, Christian, was what I was going to ask. Is this is steel right here? So that's a big old chunk of steel. And I can drill a couple of bolts there, and I can probably. This would just be more of a brace. I could run a piece of angle iron here, you know, 2 bolts across, and then put 2 bolts here on the fiberglass right there. Or I could actually run it up to this on this side. But then this is going to sit about right here, like that. Can you see why I bought this now? You can understand it. So that's going to move back and forth, and then it's going to come all the way in right there.
Is that max rudder?
All the way out here.
Is that the maximum rudder?
That's maximum rudder. Yep. And it's going to bolt on top of this. So I'm actually going to I'll have a shop rebuild this in stainless here. So I'll have a brand new piece of pipe, and I've seen where what they do is they'll just weld a nut on top of here, like a good sized nut on top of there, and I may.
Or a stud.
Or a stud, yeah. And then that'll be right there.
Yeah,
and
half
then,
inch, boom, you're done.
Yeah, done. And that'll be sweet. You know.
Does that have to be upside like that, or can you flip it around?
I think. No, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's enough down, because I know what you're saying, like to sit it like this.
Yes. Then you can close that lid, you know.
Maybe it'll travel like
you can
that.
Use.
You know, down like this to travel here. Yeah.
Is that
the bracket stops right here?
But there's no joint on that side. It's just.
No, I would almost have to do a big piece of.
Oh, it is swiveled. Okay, yeah, it can move. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so if I can do this that way, then maybe, because I could...
Or flat.
Yeah, still have plenty of storage, you know?
Yeah, and then you can close that floorboard again and...
Yeah, do it that way. And it'll be hidden and quiet instead of being... Because once it's up here, it's going to make noise. You'll hear it all the time.
Yeah, and you can probably attach a piece of G10 or a good chunk of teak or whatever. Or mahogany would do the job too, you know.
Yeah, and run countersunk screws.
On the hull.
On the hull?
You just...
talking about glass it in.
Yeah, you said this sits on the hull on the bottom, right?
This, yeah.
So this one...
Yeah.
Has to sit on the hull, and you just put you glue in with epoxy, a huge, not huge, but 2 or 3 times bigger than that.
If that's down there, yeah.
So it has lots of area where the epoxy can do its magic.
If this is this way though, which it would still move fine, I think. If it was right here, yeah, it would move. I'd have room. And this would be, and I would have a piece of wood right here, all screwed down around this fiberglass, which is solid. And it would be right there. And then it would bolt from the underside. We'll see.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because it's not going to sit down far enough to where it would still be flat this way. I can't get it down far enough that way.
No, the other way around.
The other way around it would.
But
because this doesn't, that doesn't angle. See, that has to sit flat. So either it hangs like this, which is fine. It'll be close, man. It's going to be tight. One of the few right decisions I make in my life is running to the gate when Amazon calls saying they've got my 27-inch monitor, and it just showed up, and the guy's like waiting for me, and so I'm running all the way from my boat to the gate, and it's like 90 degrees, so that's pretty mild, right? So I got my new Scepter 27-inch, replacing my, this is my old LG 24-inch, which is okay, but it's got a line right through the center of it, and it was driving me crazy, so got rid of this. So I'm going to open this sucker up and see what we got. It's supposed to be pretty nice. It's under 200 bucks. It's coming straight from China to Mexico, so I'm not going through the US as a middleman and having to pay all this stupid like $60 extra stuff. So if you ever buy anything off of Amazon and you're down here in Mexico, go through Amazon Mexico and make sure nothing that you buy says importation on it, because that means it's getting shipped directly from the manufacturer into Mexico. And like here's a tip, like if you're buying Victron solar, anything Victron, it's actually cheaper to get in Mexico than it is in the United States, believe it or not. So I'm going to open this thing up, I'm going to clear off my chart table, and we'll see what I get. Alright, I threw the cockroach nest over there. Pretty much got her out. A few little things, but I've got to get this mounted up onto that. And I'll keep going. I'll get it hooked up. They even gave me a screwdriver with that crappy rubber stuff all over it. Yeah, that'll last me probably 6 months, maybe a year. That's okay. Battery acid will take care of the rest of it. Alright, we're going to kick on the Xbox and see how this turns out. Dun dun dun. Wait, we got to turn on my thing here. There's a little speaker. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Hehehe. Good. Aces. Not only is everything broken, but now my propane tank just started leaking. So the guy overfilled it, he said, which there's a regulator valve or a blow-off valve in these things. So, you know, why he would overfill people's propane tanks and then they put them on their boats and then it leaks out, you know. I don't get it, but that's what he did. So he said, just run it for a while, you know. I'm like, oh, just run the burner. You know, I mean, it's crazy. So I'm going to hook a leaking propane tank up to my boat, turn it on, and then have flames coming out of my burner. I'm not going to do it. But what I am going to do is this. And I got this from my friend Hobotech Tom. And this allows me to take one of your little barbecue gas bottles, hook it to your propane tank, you flip the tank upside down, and it will fill it. And hopefully that'll drop the pressure enough in this tank to be safe until next week, and I'm going to get rid of it. Because I'm not running that crap on my boat. If that valve's that bad now and it's been compromised, I just don't want it around. And well, you know about it. Safety. Always costs you money, right? So this is the can you're supposed to use. And as it says, and this is the light green ones. These are made for multiple use. The metal on this is way heavier than what you get on those dark green cans. Overfill can lead to a fire vertical fill only, so you fill it up that way, which means the propane bottle's got to be sideways and it drops down into this can. Ooh. That's not good. That means this valve's jacked up, man. All right. That goes on there. This is off. That's off. We're good. Damn. All right, so I got to tighten this up here with my Hobo Freight crescent wrench. Tighten this up, and then I'm going to set the bottle sideways and hit that valve and try not to die. Okay, so you can see, got her on her side, and it's filling up that can, and the gravity in the tank is filling that up, and it doesn't take too long, but I would say maybe 20 minutes. I got to hold this freaking thing like this. Usually you can balance it in a chair with 4x4s and stuff, or 2x4s, but I ain't doing it. And I was right. So this little valve here, that guy, that's the blow-off valve. You can see the spring in there almost. So that thing instantly quit leaking as soon as I dropped that tank on there. I'm just going to let this go and see what happens. There we go. Full tank. Took about 10 minutes. I don't see anything moving. I think we're good. Quick double check. Nothing atrociously violent. Done. I'm going to do a quick check on this guy too. Yeah, I think we're okay. One of the things you see around a lot in Mexico is beetles, and this is definitely one of the cool ones. See how the fenders have all been cut. Awesome roof rack. Monster tires. Killer spare. I think the only thing it's missing is a rag top. Pretty neat stuff. My boat needs a bath.